seems to be the potent combination for negative outcomes.
And the flip side is also true, right? A supportive environment seems to make a big difference.
A huge difference. It can buffer those genetic risks. The paper mentions this is notably observed for boys with that MAOAL variant. A good environment can sort of mitigate the risk.
It really shows that nurture aspect powerfully shaping nature.
Yeah.
So let's link this back to Professor Park's main focus, moral education. What do all these threads, psychology, neuroscience, the gene environment dance actually mean for teaching morality?
Well, the core idea isn't to say one gender's approach is superior or inferior. That's not the point at all.
No, it seems more about asking, could acknowledging potential average differences help us teach more effectively?
Precisely. Should we think about tailoring moral education?
Hmm.
If, say, some research points to tendencies, maybe education can be designed to strengthen certain areas or broaden perspectives.
For example.
Well, maybe if there's a tendency to focus care more on immediate relationships, education could work on extending that sense of empathy and responsibility outwards towards more abstract principles of justice or to people outside the immediate circle.
Okay, that makes sense. Broadening the circle of care.
Or, looking the other way, if some findings suggest maybe average differences in innate emotional processing, perhaps education could lean more heavily into developing empathy, understanding feelings,
Mm-hmm.
maybe with a particular focus there for boys.
So it's about using these insights potentially to make moral education more targeted, more systematic based on what we're learning.
That seems to be the argument Professor Park is exploring, based on the research, using understanding to refine educational strategy.
So we've gone from psychological debates like Kohlberg and Gilligan through brain chemistry like oxytocin and genes like MAOA, landed on that critical gene-environment interaction.
And tied it all back to the potential implications for teaching morality,
Yeah.
drawing on Professor Park's analysis.
Yeah. It underlines that while biology might play some role, our experiences, our environment, how we learn these, are incredibly powerful shapers of our moral selves.
It's definitely not a simple picture.
Not at all. And acknowledging potential group differences, if they exist, isn't about creating boxes, but maybe about finding better ways to help everyone develop their moral understanding.
Which leaves us, and you listening, with a question to mull over, I suppose.
What's that?
How does all this complexity, the hints from biology, the power of environment, shape how you think about where morality comes from? In yourself and in the people around you?
Definitely something to think about.